Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're gonna have a little bit of a quick planner chat, and then we're gonna get into the pop-up planner, do the rest of the week's decorations, and then talk about a couple things that you can use with your pop-up planner that you may not realize you can use. So real quickly, I just wanna go over my mini here. This is my meal plan planner, and everything's working really well for it. I love having it right here. And I wanted to say the reason I want to keep it as an actual planner is I can go back to last month, see what kind of dinners I had a couple weeks ago, see what meal I really liked. And that is why I'm not just doing like a meal plan pip, I think. Although I am using this like planner pip. Again, this is Sharpie, so it worked out really well this week. But that's why I'm doing an actual planner for the meal plan, but you don't have to. Obviously, you could take notes, you can like star a recipe or write it down somewhere else where you like, but it's just so cute and fun anyway, and I have it to use, so I am going to keep it as a meal plan planner. And I just want to explain why I think it's fun to have a whole planner for meal planning. Again, I have a planner channel, so it's not like everybody's just gonna have a whole meal plan planner, but you can if you have an extra planner around. I'm telling you, it's like really nice to know like what snacks you guys actually ate last month type of thing, what breakfasts and dinners you had. So I really like that that's all at my fingertips here. This month I was like drawing a blank on like what to make for dinner when I did my 30-day dinner plan. So I just looked back at last month to see and kind of get ideas. So loving that, and everything's going really well with that. Also wanted to talk to you about my budget planner. I did have to pop another page in. So if you've seen that video, I didn't think 2 pages would fill up with groceries, but you know, if my kids ask for like one thing, it takes me forever to get my full big order ready. So I'm just taking little pieces off of my order, which my list is over here. I do need to come mark some of this stuff off. But sometimes they might need something like they're out of bars or whatever. So I'll put in a quick, smaller order, and it's just like nickel and diming my budget down, but it's also like taking up all of this space. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna pop another page in, because we're a little under half of the month for the budget. So I still have quite a bit that I could write if I'm doing these smaller, like $17, $20, just to grab a couple things. There's some things also that you just have to order to be shipped. It's a smaller amount. So I did pop this extra page in, and I just decorated it really quickly. I think it's cute enough. The original was like without this page, right? So that's a grocery extra budget there, or just extra pages there. So that's just something to chat about. I still haven't started eBay, maybe next week, because we're here on the 7th. What I wanted to say is I love having the monthly here, because it's just a space to write. Like, look, you can just see it all at once, and like I totally bunched up a bunch of groceries. There's gonna be like a grocery opening down in here where I don't need to buy a lot of groceries because I'm front loading it quite a bit. This is coming on Saturday. I just wrote it on there, and I haven't even brought it over here yet, but I can write it quickly. I did this for the $17 one and this $20 one. I just wrote it on here real quickly until I could add it to here, so then I knew I had a spot, and I just added it to the actual list. And that helps me remember that I have to chalk it over here. So it's just a quick place to put it. Before I would put it on a list, and I'd be like, where's my list? What list did I put it on? So here it's like all together in the budget planner. And again, I did pop in this extra page from previous months, because this is a 2025 January to December planner, and I got it in July. So that's what I did for that. So these are the stickers I'm going to be using for the pop-up planner today. And if you haven't seen my previous videos about the pop-up planner, I'm using it as a homeschool planner. It's also like a family command center where everybody's birthdays go. If we're going somewhere, that will also be on there, and that kind of thing. But I did want to talk real quickly about these free printables on the Laurel Denise website. So this one is called Daily Tasks. Daily Tasks? It's kind of like a fun layout. It would be like if she was doing a regular planner, like a classic size planner, or a big happy planner, 8.5 by 11. This could be one of the layouts, like, you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Monday start if you need, and then daily tasks down here, and then weekly tasks down here. So it's a really fun layout. I love the idea of these printables to just print out. You can like fold them up and have them in your planner if you just need an extra space sometime, or you can, I don't know, somehow, this is what I was thinking here. have it folded. We'll do a video on this later, but put like a piece of tape on the back and then like put it in your planner just for the week that you need this extra stuff. You can also just leave this on the side and leave this part on your desk and have this as a separate thing from your planner. But anyway, that's one sheet. She also has this from Chaos to Categories, 10-minute wins, things you can get done in 10 minutes, deep thinking work to delegate, like to your kids, you ask your husband to help, save for later, things that can wait. And then this is like a huge like brain dump drop zone. Also free printable. So to do the free printables on Laurel Denise website, you go under the shop accessories tab and then you go into printables. And these are free. You add them to your cart. You act like you check out, but you don't have to put in your credit card or anything like that. You just add them, check out for $0, and you will get these on your email. So this one is called Simply Weekly Plan. I love this too because this is, okay, so horizontal layout, which I love her horizontal, how it's just like top to bottom instead of like half on one side and half on the other side. That is such a smart design. So this could be another thing if you have a busy week or you just want to try this and you can print some of these out to have for like a couple weeks. This side could be work, this side could be family, you know, and you just have these sections. You can label these anything. But you have two little sections here. And again, this would be like if she did do like a book bound. I know she did come out with a book bound this year. So this could actually be a fun one-page weekly for a book bound planner. But I don't know, it's right now it's just a free printable to us, so it's a gift to us gals. This is another one, and I love this one because you can see this is a book bound too, with the monthly here, and then look, it's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and then just monthly notes and tasks. So it's like a more broad look if you don't have something every day, but you just want to get some things done for your week. So I love this too. This one is called Undated Printable. So I would really look at all of the ones that she has available and just like add them to the cart since they are free. This is a timeline and tidy up. So I love this timeline goal. Get to bed earlier. That's totally mine. Get more rest. And then you have some things to do. What order of importance, which is really nice. How long it's going to take. I love that. Nice things to have. Like if you have extra time, what could you do? And then you have the timeline where you can write in your own hours there. You may not want to keep it all day, but maybe just in the evening you want to focus and get stuff done. So this is just a tidy up. So this is an example. And then she talks a little more about it here. Like identify your go to bed time, be ready by. And then here's your blank one. And you could just print the blanks. I just printed them all so you could see the whole thing, and I printed it like upside down, but that's my mistake. But you can just print these out and have these and just refer to these on your computer. So those are her free printables. Really nice. Excited about those. Also, I really want to mention that all the pouches are on sale right now. I mean, like over 30% off. The pouches are on sale right now. So it's a really great deal. That's pen pouches, the bigger ones, and the ones that you can clip on to your cover. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because now that I am using highlighters in my planners, I kind of want to have them with me all the time. And there has been several occasions where I wanted to reach for my whiteout as well. So right now, all the pouches are on sale on the Laurel Denise website. I will have the link below, and you can get an extra 10% discount if you use my code TAMBER10. So TAMBER10 with no spaces, you will be able to get an extra 10% off. So right now, all of the elastic pouches are $5 off, and all of the bigger pen pouch bags are $5 off. And then when you get into the big carry pouches, where you can actually fit your planner inside the little pouch bag, those are $6 off also. And then that will be an extra 10% on top of that already $6 off. So it's like such a good deal right now. So it essentially ends up being even cheaper than buy 2, get 1 free. I decided to get 3 of the elastic band pen pouches because I want to start clipping them on my planners when I'm using the different highlighters and sticking the correct highlighter in the correct pen pouch on each planner. So I think that's going to help me stay really organized, and I'm going to like that a lot, instead of like what I've been doing is kind of leaving my highlighter around after I've used it and then I have to go find it again, which is a little annoying, or I have to wait and highlight when I come to my desk. So those are on sale right now. I am using those for my wellness right now and then for my work right now. So for work, I really only use the one color, but I still want the other colors with me for when I start needing them. And I've still been leaving the one color all around. So that will soon be in the pen pouch, and I'll unbox those and show those to you when they get here. The wellness, I'm really liking using the highlighters in. So every day, if I work out, it's the red, and if I do some self-care, it's the green. So like yesterday, I only did green, and it just shows me that, you know, I've been missing the red. Some days I miss both, but I missed the workout. We'll see what happens for today. But so I really am liking having them. It's just like a very quick visual that you can check like a snap of your fingers. You don't have to read anything and see what's actually written there. You know that the red is workout and the green is self-care. So I'm liking that a lot. Also, when I saw that the pen pouches that elastic band onto the front of your covers are buy two get one free, I jumped at the chance to grab them. And again, you can use the discount code TAMBER10 and get even more off. I did also get a planner pouch in case I ever do need to put my planner in my laptop bag. I got a regular and mini. All that will be unboxed later because it's not even here yet. I just ordered those. But I wanted to let you know, I went on the website and I saw that the pouches were on sale. So I don't know if you know that, but now you do. TAMBER10, an extra 10% off. You can click through my link or you can just go to the website and use the discount code. So I was really excited to tell you girls that. So now we're gonna talk about the pop-up planner. So let's get into the pop-up planner. I wanted to show you a couple things that I'm doing with it. And I also have a clip that I'm gonna insert, but we'll do something like, we'll do one of these first. So as I mentioned, I'm using the pop-up planner as my family command center and homeschool planner. This planner here that I'm Frankenplanned in, if you haven't seen my videos, I have a 3-in-1 Frankenplan planner in this cover. And this is a project or 4-column planner. And what I wanted to do is come in here and grab out this checklist page, a checklist on both sides from the project planner, or 4-column planner, as they're calling it now, which makes sense because it's not just for projects. And I'm going to clip out the checklist. I'm really curious what their new launch for fall is going to be. Like, are they going to do the 4-column planner without the project pages in the back and just offer the project pages as inserts so you don't have to have them, but if you want them, you can grab them and then just put something else in the back of the 4-column planner? Like, I'm super curious. I have heard nothing. All right, so the checklist, I want to pull this out and I'll tell you why I got this idea. Every time I clip it out first, I do like to help it out. Now, you can get this checklist in one of the insert packs if you don't have an extra one from your project planner, if you don't have a project planner, or you're using it for projects. But I'll show you why I thought of this is because when I match the coils up here, they line up. Because they line up, I figured this insert will work into the pop-up planner. So I just wanted to grab that out. And I had already been using the ruler for the pop-up planner and then putting this. So I put the ruler on top here. I'll open it and show you. Whoops. So I already popped the ruler up here so that I can neatly mark off my days. This did not come with the pop-up planner. It's a little long for the pop-up planner over here, but I find it super useful to mark off the days. It helps my kids know what day to look at next. So for a family command center, I do recommend any kind of ruler. You don't have to pop it on here. And then when it's popped up, I also put my pen in here, and I have a quick video that I will show you of that. And we will put that on right now. And you can just see that I have this at the bottom of the stairs. I have the ruler just clipped on top so that I can just pull it off and mark off the days as needed. The pen is always there in case I need to make a note. And it's just right downstairs for when they come down, they can see everything that they need to do for the day. Okay, so back to our regular scheduled programming. So already on the channel is when I filled this out. And these are like my core courses. I know I probably have a couple more that I have to add on here, but also what I wanted to do eventually is get a highlighter or use a highlighter, because I have them for each color, and use those when I'm actually writing down their school assignments, so they know like what group it's from. I know at first it'll kind of be like confusing, but eventually they'll know, for instance, that, oh, it's yellow, so I'm gonna have a creative assignment for today. So that will eventually happen. But right now, I'm gonna flip this back over, and I'm gonna put it in front of both of my yearly dates. And I'm just gonna pop in this checklist. So it might be a little long on each side because the pop-up planner is a little more narrower. Okay, so now I have a checklist in here. And when I stand it up, I can just lay it down. I probably want to put it this way, actually. I probably want to put it the other way. Let's do it this way. That way when I lay it down, I can write on it. Either way would have worked. I could have flipped it around, but I like it this way better. So I'll lay down the pop-up planner and I can just write, and I can kind of keep track of what we're doing for school. So that's the checklist that I'm popping into here. And again, it's going to be before this yearly overview, which has goals and things to remember. And I'll fill this out some other time. We have, you know, essentially a week. What do we have? A week and a little over a week left. So I do need to get on it. So I wrote really big this week because I was just, you know, pulling off a little of what they were going to do since we're getting into the actual school year soon. But I can write really small, and I fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 topics there, and I could fit a 7th. So I'm thinking 5 to 6 a day is probably what it's going to end up being. And then this is when I was doing 3 each day. So you can actually fit a lot still in here. But this is also why I wanted the colors, because I was thinking just dots there, they might kind of blend into each other. But if each one had a colored dot that showed the type of lesson, it will stand out better. And then they'll know like to move to the next one, not just kind of, especially if you have to drop down a line, like geography cards here, I had to drop down. The highlighter will then say, okay, there's one more, instead of just thinking it's like one grouped together section. For now, I think we just grab out all the rest of the month. I think I'm just going to decorate it all at once. So we will clip all of these out. I like to clip them out to get them decorated. It's just easier for me. And I'm just doing the whole month of weeklies. Okay, to pop it off, I like to turn it to the side and pull for the right, but I'm also going to help. After the first time, like if you need these off again, they'll be easy to get off and on. So I'm going to set this aside for now. I did also want to show you, this is the Laurel Denise weekly post-it, and you can do Monday start or Sunday start. That's always with Laurel Denise, Sunday start or Monday start. I do Sunday start, which I'm so grateful for her offering that. I can count the number of planner companies that offer a Sunday start on one hand, but actually even less than a whole hand. So I really appreciate the Sunday start option. But I know a lot of you gals like Monday start, so you can get this in Monday start, and then also your planner would be in Monday start. But what these could be good for, if you run out of room with the pop-up planner, you could just stick one here. And I know the letters are, you know, kind of sideways. It does fit. And the letters are sideways. You could, you know, mark those out and put them SM, like so you could see them, or you could just still kind of just read them from the side. And now you have a full extra section for each day. And these are super long. Not as wide, but really long. So that can be a help if you need extra room. I might do this a couple of times if I have like a really busy school week for the kids. For now, I've been using this top as like a pre-planned section. That's what I think we're gonna do again today. We are using the Teacher's Rule sticker book from Happy Planner. Next week is just gonna be a week off, but they will have like chores and stuff to do, so I'm still gonna decorate it. And then this week, the 18th, they start this day with real school. So there's gonna be a lot less decoration and a lot more room to write up here, is what I'm thinking. And then the same for the second week of their school year. So for this week, I might have some pre-planned stuff up here for myself. And then, like I said, just some little sections there. This is funny. This says stay sharp. I kind of want it with the box. Let me look at these. These are cute. A school bus. This is stay sharp, so that's really fun. So I'm just going to take advantage of being able to decorate a little more this week. I think we'll do these pens, and then what? This one says, what does that say? My teacher thought I was smarter than I was, so I was. It's cute. That's a cute thought. We'll just start and end the week like that. Okay, let's get some accents on there. This is today is a new day. It's fun. Okay, so we'll do like a remember up here in the corner. I do think they're gonna do dot grid on these pop-up planners on the back next year. So right now it's just blank. So the boxes do help, but you may not get them as straight as you want, and that's okay. I'm gonna make this pink because it's mostly, I'm gonna look at them, not my kiddos. And so far these top pages have only been for me. Okay, and I just want to make like a little design. There. Coffee. Backpack. Sorry if that was off the camera a little. These glasses, I'm going to put a to-do over here. And I'm going to use this section to list out some of the things that I want to get done before the school year starts for the next week. You say notes home. I'm just going to put them up here. In case I want to send a note to myself. I have no idea why there's a random pineapple here, but I'm gonna put it over here. I think I'm gonna grab a little bit of washi and then we'll call it done. I just have this orange that I was using earlier this week. Let's just use it again. And put a little washi on. I'm just going to do one pencil down here, and it just says grades due, even though, you know, no grades are due. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to this decoration, which is okay. I've been having a lot of weeks like that. So now we're going to go into the first week of school. So I definitely want to get it done. Things to do. These pencils are fun. I think we can do the thin ones down here, and I'll just pick a couple colors. Green. yellow, orange, and blue. I grab my pencil washi. And I'm just going to put it at the bottom. We'll put it up here at the top. So I think it could be fun to make a little pencil box up here. So we're going to see how this is going to go. We'll do our little to-do label here. And just a little notes home here. Okay, I think that's pretty fun. So that is their first official week of school, how that turned out. And now we'll put this up for the second week. This is going to be my first week notes, things to get done, or things to do and get it done. And our last one. I think I'm just going to completely use Saturday as a remember section. So I'm going to scoot it over as much to the edge as possible. I'm going to use my fun washi again. Not quite straight. Do some of these checklists. We'll do one for Monday. And then we'll jump and we'll do one for Wednesday. Which is going to give me a little less room to write, but those are pretty cute. I think we have to jump and do one for Friday. What do you think? And I think we'll just grab a couple of these words. Sunday will probably just be something really small, if anything. Okay, this is what we learn becomes part of who we are. I like that, that's fun. And I'm just gonna put it at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do remember and today, and again, this is my section up here. I'm gonna make it kind of fun. The second week, maybe we'll kind of be still working things out, but that's okay. Get my phone washi. And then I'll just do this strip on top. It says, curiosity is the fuel for discovery, inquiry, and learning. But again, these boxes, you can hardly even tell that they're on here. It's just like they're not outlined, so I don't really love that. But I wonder if we just outline them. So I'm just pushing the pen up against the actual sticker to kind of give it an edge to follow. Much better. And then we'll do this one as well. I think it will. All right. That's fun. And then I think I'll just leave this open and I can write like little sections. But I might do a couple of cute little icons. Like apples or something. It could be fun to say due date. An assignment. Why not? Now, the other thing that I've mentioned in multiple videos before, but I haven't mentioned in this one right now, you may have heard me say it before, but if I do go overboard with stickers and I don't have room, like I need a little more room on Friday, I can grab my Post-its and stick it here on Friday and then write what I need to write. So that's always an option if you oversticker. So you don't plan to oversticker, but sometimes, you know, you just want to balance things out or you just want a little more color. So that's what you can do if that happens. But I think this is good enough for this. I have room to write. I'm looking forward to when they make this dot grid. I think she said that's probably going to be in the fall launch. I hope so, because that will help me write neatly. But right now it's fine. And then I just have this extra one, and I think we're just going to decorate it anyway. And then we'll flip through and see everything that we did. And this is in case I need extra notes to go for the next month, or even for this month. I'm gonna get these chunky decorations on. This is gonna just be a little more fun. I still want my fun washi. These all just save a schedule. Same thing, it's okay. And then I think I'll just do like a grade papers. And again, the same thing, I know. I can't even see those again. And it's too much of a shame because these are actually really cute stickers because they look like little notebook paper. But it's just so hard to see them when they're not an outline sticker. Okay, and I think we can leave the center just for notes. So that gives me plenty of space to write for the rest of the week. Let's flip these all back down and then we will look at them. So we do have our first and current week. So this is my week before we start school. So I have a lot of little spots just to write things. I think it'll help pre-plan for the next week. And then they're still gonna have like little things that they have to do for the week. This is my first week of school for them. And I have plenty of room to write, like a giant box here, some sections, you know, all over, things to do and get it done. Help me pre-plan the week and get it ready. And then this will be their lessons down here. That will be week 1, their week 2. I decorated a little more, but I still think there's a lot of room. If not, I also have this part up here that I can start writing in and planning in. And then we do have this on the back that's just like a big empty spot with some decoration on the side. that can also be planning pages. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this up. And we're ready to pop it back in. Okay, I think it turned out super cute. Then just to go over what else we did today is we did pop in, and this, you can see this page is actually long. Did I show you that earlier? So it is long, but it still stands up with it in there. I mean, it just kind of dragged just a little there. But now I have that in, I can lay down the planner. I can check out my other side, and then I can come in here and write what I need to write for the checklist. And actually I could fold this up. So why don't we do that now? That way it doesn't drag. And then I can just unfold it when I need it. So that was a good idea, if I do say so myself. All right, then when it is popped up, I have this back planning page that I look at, and then they will look at this front page with all their stuff on it. Okay, gals, so we did go over a few things today. Don't forget, the pen pouches are on sale right now for $5 to $6 off, depending which one you grab. And with Timbre 10, you will get an extra 10% off your purchases if you're interested. I grabbed some, so I just wanted to let you gals know, because I went back and forth, like I didn't really need it. But now that I'm using the highlighters, like I said, I want them with my planner so that I don't have to keep getting up and getting them or save it for later and then forget it. I think it's gonna be super convenient to have them with. So I got an elastic pen pouch for each of my 3 main planners, not this one, and then a bigger pen pouch that I'm gonna set inside of this little section here, or I might also just stick the highlighters in here, but I think the pouch will be easier to grab. I won't like lose them in the middle there. So that is what I have coming, and I will show you all of that and just like very easy setup when I get those in. But that's the code, and I have it written like this because I don't know how to do that thing where people put it on the screen. I know it's probably pretty easy to figure out, but I don't have that in my skill set yet, so I just did my code like this so you can see it. I know I tried to spell it out, but I think sometimes just seeing it is a lot easier. So don't forget to use the code. You can click through the link to get an easy access there, but if you're just on the website anyway, you can still use this code whether you click through the link or not, and get 10% off of everything that's already on sale, and that's also including their sale planners. Again, I said the planner bag, I got a big planner bag and a little planner bag. Everything is going to be so cute. I can't wait till it comes to show you guys. And any inserts or stickies as well. We also did a quick chat on the free printables that are available that just can be some fun extra sheets. And they can like be taped into your planner, folded. They can be just stuck in there if you want to try some of these layouts or just need a little extra room for the week. So definitely check out their printables section for free. I'm excited to try some of these, so I'll show you guys when I do actually put pen to these. And we also just went over how my planners are working, a little bit why I have them separate, and how I'm just really loving the highlighter system. I didn't want to add too much extra because I already have a ton of stickering that I do, so I thought the highlighters might just be like push me over the busy edge, but I actually think they really add to the spread, and I like how they look. So, you know, cuteness added. So just a quick chat on how I'm liking everything, along with the free printables, the pouches that are on sale, and then setting up this really cute planner, how everything is working. And the reason I am using so many planners, because I do have a planner channel, but obviously you guys do not need to use all these planners, but hopefully you're getting some good ideas from seeing them being used. But that is it for this video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.